Imagine this. You've worked your whole life, raised a family, built memories, and now it's your time. The golden years, time to travel, explore, and finally enjoy the freedom you've earned. But what if that dream vacation, whether it's a cruise to the Caribbean or a cross-country road trip, could quietly threaten the very health and independence you worked so hard to protect? What if one overlooked detail, a simple misstep, could change everything in a matter of hours? This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because after 70, the rules of travel quietly change. Risks become more real, and things that once felt simple, like boarding a plane or walking through a new city, can carry hidden consequences that no travel brochure warns you about. In this video, we're diving into 5 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that most seniors never see. These aren't your typical don't forget your medication tips. We're talking about serious issues that can impact your heart, brain, mobility, and even your long-term independence if you don't plan wisely. And here's the thing, every one of these dangers has a simple, powerful solution. By the time we're done, you'll not only know how to protect yourself, you'll travel smarter, stronger, and with more confidence than ever before. So stay with me until the end of this video, because the last danger we'll cover is one that shocks even the healthiest seniors. It's the most overlooked, yet it can quietly unravel your well-being days or even weeks after you return home. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell so you never miss videos that help you live stronger, longer, and smarter. Let's get started. Danger number 1, delayed emergency response in unfamiliar places. At home, help is just a call away. You know your local hospital. Your doctor knows your history. Your pharmacy is a few blocks away. But once you're hundreds or even thousands of miles from home, that safety net disappears. Traveling often means you're in areas where medical care is unfamiliar, overbooked, or delayed. If you experience sudden chest pain, shortness of breath, or a fall, time becomes your enemy. Take James, 74, who had always been healthy. While on a river cruise in Europe, he felt a strange tightness in his chest. The ship's staff did their best, but emergency services were delayed by over an hour, and the local hospital didn't have access to his medical records. He survived, thankfully, but that delay led to complications that could have been avoided if it had happened at home. If you're planning to travel, do this first. Schedule a pre-travel checkup, pack all prescriptions with extras, and invest in travel insurance that includes emergency evacuation. Yes, even for domestic trips. And always carry a health summary in your wallet that lists your medications, allergies, and key conditions. Now, as serious as that sounds, the next hidden danger is something that sneaks up during travel, especially if you're flying or sitting for long hours. And it's not just discomfort, it could be deadly. If you're still watching and finding this information valuable, please comment the number 1 below to let me know you're still here. I read every comment and it helps us know what matters most to you. Now that we've covered how emergency delays can put seniors at risk, let's move on to a danger that hides in plain sight, inside your veins. Let's pick up where we left off, because while emergency delays are a major concern for seniors traveling, what's happening inside your own body during a trip can be just as dangerous and far more silent. Danger number 2, blood clots and deep vein thrombosis, DVT. Have you ever sat on a plane, train, or even a bus for hours and felt your legs go numb or start to ache? For seniors, that discomfort could be something far more serious. Deep vein thrombosis, or DVT for short. DVT occurs when blood flow slows and clots begin to form, typically in the legs. Long periods of immobility, such as during long-haul travel, increase this risk dramatically, especially for those over 70. The danger. These clots can travel to the lungs and cause a pulmonary embolism, which can be fatal if not caught in time. And here's the scariest part. You might not feel anything until days after your trip. You might think it's just sore legs or jet lag. That's what happened to Ellen, 79, after a 10-hour flight to Hawaii. She walked off the plane feeling a bit tired, but otherwise fine. 3 days later, she collapsed at breakfast. Doctors found a massive clot in her lungs. She barely made it. To protect yourself, follow this simple but powerful routine. Move every hour during travel. Walk the aisle, flex your feet, or do light ankle circles from your seat. Stay hydrated. Dehydration thickens the blood, increasing clot risk. Wear compression socks. They boost circulation and reduce swelling. Talk to your doctor before traveling about whether you should take a blood thinner or aspirin. If you're traveling by car, treat it like flying. Build in walking breaks. Your legs and your life may depend on it. Now, while blood clots are a hidden internal threat, the environment you step into once you reach your destination can be just as dangerous, even when it looks like paradise. Danger. 3 Environmental triggers. Altitude, heat, and air quality after 70. Your body doesn't adjust to new environments as easily. And yet many seniors seek out mountain towns, exotic cities, or sunny destinations without realizing how risky those settings can be. High altitudes? The air is thinner, meaning less oxygen. If you have heart issues, high blood pressure, or lung conditions like COPD or asthma, that reduced oxygen can make every breath harder, sometimes dangerously so. Extreme heat or humidity. These can quickly lead to dehydration, heat exhaustion, and even confusion or fainting. Seniors don't sweat as efficiently, and medications like diuretics can make dehydration worse without you realizing it. And let's not forget air pollution. Cities with poor air quality or heavy traffic can inflame respiratory conditions and increase the risk of heart events. Let me tell you about Clara, 76. She was thrilled to visit her grandchildren in Denver, Colorado. But within 24 hours of arriving, she was dizzy, nauseous, and could barely catch her breath. Turns out the elevation, over 5,000 feet above sea level, was too much for her mild heart condition. She ended up in the ER on oxygen, missing half her trip. Here's how to stay safe. Research the destination for elevation, weather, and air quality before booking. Plan rest days to help your body acclimate, especially if you're going somewhere high altitude or very hot. Avoid strenuous activities on your first day. Even walking a few extra blocks can be exhausting in unfamiliar environments. Bring extra water, cooling cloths, or a small personal fan to help regulate your body temperature. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment the number 3 below and tap the like button. This channel exists for people like you, those who care deeply about living well and aging wisely. We've now explored how circulation and climate can quietly turn a dream vacation into a health nightmare. But what if the biggest danger isn't what's around? But what you forget to bring with you? We've already talked about how circulation issues and unfamiliar environments can sneak up on you during a trip. But sometimes, the most dangerous problems aren't the ones you can see or feel. They're the ones that only become obvious after something goes wrong. This next risk? It's one that many seniors don't even think about until it's too late. Danger number 4, trouble accessing medications. While away from home, let's say you packed everything. Your clothes, your sunscreen, your favorite pair of walking shoes, but somewhere between the airport shuffle and hotel check-in, your medication bag disappears, or worse, you run out mid-trip. This is more than an inconvenience. For seniors managing blood pressure, heart issues, diabetes, or mental health conditions, missing even 1 or 2 doses can trigger serious problems. Here's a story that might sound familiar. Linda, 72, traveled to Southeast Asia to celebrate her birthday. But 5 days in, she realized she'd miscounted her blood pressure pills. She tried finding a local pharmacy, but they didn't carry her exact dosage, and no one spoke enough English to help. She ended up in a local clinic with sky-high blood pressure, feeling dizzy and anxious, and completely helpless. That could have been avoided with a few simple steps. Always bring more medication than you need, at least 3-5 extra days worth, just in case of travel delays. Carry meds in your carry-on, not in checked luggage where it can be lost or delayed. Store a written list of all prescriptions, dosages, and conditions in your wallet or phone. Ask your doctor for a printout of your most recent medical records. To bring with you, don't assume local pharmacies carry your meds. International regulations differ. Some medications require special approval or don't exist in the same form overseas. Even a simple refill isn't always simple when you're thousands of miles from your pharmacy. When your body depends on consistency, one slip can throw everything off balance. But even if you've got all your meds sorted and you make it through the trip just fine, there's one final danger that catches people completely off guard. Danger. Post-travel decline, the crash. After the adventure, you came back home, unpacked your suitcase, and told your friends all about the great trip. But then it hits you. Exhaustion like you haven't felt in years. Your joints ache, your sleep is off, you feel a little foggy. And soon it's not just fatigue, it's a cold, a fall, or even a trip to the ER. It's more common than most people realize. Travel, especially in your 70s and beyond, takes a serious toll. Between jet lag, disrupted sleep, unfamiliar food, exposure to new germs, and constant movement, your body may feel like it's been through battle, and it takes longer to bounce back. This is especially risky if your immune system is already weakened, or if you're prone to dizziness, low blood sugar, or dehydration. Some seniors end up bedridden or suffer falls within days of returning, which can lead to even more serious setbacks. It happened to Michael, 81. After a 2-week road trip with his daughter, he felt fine during the drive, but 4 days after, getting home, he fell getting out of bed. He fractured his hip and spent 3 months recovering in a rehab facility. The doctors said the travel exhaustion had weakened his balance and coordination. To avoid this, plan rest time after your return. Don't schedule appointments or big outings right away. Hydrate, sleep, and eat well. Give your body the tools it needs to recover. Check in with your doctor within a week of returning, especially if you have any unusual symptoms. Avoid slippery floors or high-risk areas at home for the first few days. Your reaction time may be slower than usual. If you've made it this far, you clearly care, so please comment the number 5 below to let me know you're on this journey with us. And if you're ready to take control of your health and future, be sure to subscribe for more life-changing tips designed to help you live stronger, longer, and wiser. We've uncovered 4 major dangers so far, but in our final section, we'll bring it all together and talk about how to travel confidently, protect your independence, and stay safe wherever you go. You've made it this far, and that means something powerful. You care about staying informed, protecting your independence, and making smart choices about how you travel. That's what this final part is all about, tying everything together, so you can move forward with both freedom and wisdom. Because here's the truth, while travel after 70 carries risks, you don't have to give it up. You just have to go in prepared, not blindly, but boldly. Let's look at how you can turn those dangers we've discussed into opportunities for smarter travel. Bonus. Insight. Travel recovery planning. Your safety net before and after the trip most. People plan their trips by focusing on where they're going, what they'll pack, and which attractions they'll see. But few seniors take time to plan what happens after they return home, and that's where the real gamble begins. Post-travel recovery planning can make the difference between a safe, enjoyable trip and one that leads to a spiral of fatigue, injury, or hospitalization. Here's how to build your safety net. Before you leave, arrange for a few quiet days after your return. Block off your schedule so you're not rushing back into appointments or errands. Give your body time to rest, rehydrate, and reset. Consider asking a friend or family member to check in with you the day you return, and again a few days later. Sometimes we don't realize how depleted we are until someone else points it out. Restock your fridge with easy, nutritious meals before your trip, so you're not tempted to eat poorly or skip meals while tired. And finally, listen to your body. If you're feeling lightheaded, sluggish, or just off, don't push through it. Rest, hydrate, sleep. These simple post-travel habits help you reclaim your strength faster and reduce your chances of falls. confusion, or illness in those crucial days after a trip. Because traveling isn't just about the destination. It's about how you return home. Let's recap, but quickly and powerfully. Here's what we've uncovered. Emergency response delays can be deadly when you're far from home. Blood clots and DVT silently build up during long travel times. Environmental triggers like altitude, heat, and pollution affect your body more after 70. Medication access issues can lead to serious complications if not planned for. Post-travel crashes can weaken your body, increase fall risk, and delay recovery. Each of these dangers is real. But here's the good news. Each one is manageable with preparation, awareness, and a few smart habits. A final word of encouragement: you've earned the right to enjoy your life, fully, joyfully, and freely. And travel can absolutely still be part of that joy. But after 70, the key isn't to stop exploring, it's to explore wisely. So the next time you plan a trip, treat your health like your passport, essential and worth protecting. Remember, small decisions before, during, and after travel can keep you strong, steady, and thriving. Not just on vacation, but long after you return. Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Please share one thing you learned in the comments below and how you plan to use it in your life. Reading your thoughts gives us the motivation to keep creating content that supports you. If this video helped you, consider subscribing, sharing it with a loved one, or just hitting that like button to help others find this important information. You deserve a life of strength, freedom, and peace of mind, and we're here to help you protect that every step of the way. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and travel smart.